fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the DX Demons driver from Kamen Rider Revice. This is the henshin device for Kamen Rider Demons, so it's not just a clever name. You can see Kamen Rider Demons right here on the left side of the box, and he has a spider motif. So as you may have guessed, we also get the spider Vistamp included in this set. Now this was a premium Bandai release, and it was not cheap. It was also kind of interesting to see the secondary rider. I mean, I guess technically Evil/Live is the secondary rider. There's a lot of riders going on this year, so I don't really know who the secondary rider really is. But it was interesting to see the rider introduced very early on, get a premium Bandai release kind of right out of the gate. But I think it has to do with the price, because it has this really cool LED screen here. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot packed into this one, as we'll see. And I think that kind of makes sense as to why it got the premium price tag, because I don't think they really had faith in it selling as a normal retail release. Now that's pure conjecture, but that's just my thoughts on it. Not too much going on the bottom here, just all your random warnings and whatnot. Over here on this side, you can just kind of see the picture of demons wrapping around the side. Over on this side, you can see some of the like 8-bit light bright looking animals we're going to see on that LED screen, which I absolutely love. And then you can see the demon eyes over here. And there's also kind of a cool like textured spider web thing going on here, which you can kind of see when the light hits it. You can also see how the corner of my box got a little smashed up there, which is kind of unfortunate. So the Vistamp does come with batteries included. You will actually need 4 AA batteries for the Demons driver. Not AAA, AA. So that's interesting. But let's go ahead, let's get everything out of the box here, and we will take a closer look. So here is the Demons driver and Spider Vistamp out of the packaging. And just before anyone asks, yes, you get the belt straps and the plastic piece to connect them, and the Vistamp holder pieces, the little flat rectangles that clip on the sides of the belt. They're all in here. I don't bother with them. I don't wear these, so I never bother to take them out of the box. Of course, they are included. So before anyone asks, where are they? They did come included. I just left them in the box, so that's where they are. But let's go ahead and take a look at the Spider Vistamp. I absolutely love the look of this thing. The metallic red for the spider looks fantastic. The translucent blue here in the back. I also love that they use red and blue for the Spider Vistamp. I feel like that has to be a nod to Spider-Man. More specifically, Toei's Spider-Man, which I feel like is kind of a integral piece of the chain of tokusatsu in Japan. So I feel like they're making homage to that, which I think is really, really cool. Also, you can see here that we have the marbling pattern that is kind of specific to demons. If I go ahead and bring in Bata here, you can see that they have the same marbling pattern, which is different from all of like Revice's Vistamps. So just to shout that out real quick. But yeah, really, really cool. Got the battery compartment here. You got your QR code, speakers and whatnot. We'll go ahead and hit the button. Got the spider metallic metal plate right here. I guess it sounds like it's saying my spider, or maybe it's just saying spider. I don't know. I feel like they could have definitely made that a little more fluid. I feel like they could have done a little bit better with that. It's not terrible, but I don't know. Some of these jingles are a little weird. But in any case, I love this Vistamp. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. Let's move on to the Demons driver itself. Very, very cool. You have all of the red parts are kind of this like squishier plastic. It's definitely needed for this section here because you kind of push this in to kind of activate some things, which is really kind of neat. We have the battery compartment back here. Again, 4 AA batteries. You have your on and off switch. Very, very cool. And then, of course, we have our beautiful LED screen here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. So you saw the little demon eyes there, which is really cool. Now, if I just go ahead and squish this in without using any stamps or anything. So it plays this standby music as it's waiting for you to use a stamp. So that's the name of the attack, Demon's Requiem. Well, one of his attacks. So pretty cool. And like I said, all of this red stuff is kind of a squishier plastic, even up top here where you use the stamps. You also see that there's a little bit of a track here, so you can actually slide the stamps in so that they're always in the right spot, which is pretty cool. So all in all, I really like this thing. So let's go ahead and let's start to transform with the spider Vistamp. So obviously you can see there the LED screen is really, really cool. A lot of stuff going on. You have the little design pattern of the spider there, which is really neat. So we have transformed into Kamen Rider Demons. If we want to do a final attack, we can hit this again. And then we go ahead and squish the sides together. So that's just kind of Demon's finish. It's just kind of like his generic attack. He does have some others, like I said, that Demon's Requiem, which we'll come back to in a moment. But I just want to shout out again the LED screen. I think that's really cool. And as we get into all the different Vistamps, each one has a unique LED screen for whatever animal it is. It's really a lot of fun. So I'm going to get into bringing in a couple extras here so we can get into this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with Bata first, just because that's another one that he uses a lot. And you can actually transform with this one if you want. Instead of Spider, really, you can transform with any Vistamp, just to show you how this would work. So you have the little grasshopper there, which I think looks amazing. They did a really nice job with most of these. We can go ahead and do the attack again if we want. So you can transform with this one, you can do the finish. Really, you can do that with any of the Vistamps. But the cool thing is you can start to kind of load some in here, and then you can do up to 4 at a time. So if we go back to this screen... So now Spider's in there. So now they're both in there. So there you go. You have the Demon's Requiem with those two. So you can load up to 4 at a time, but I just think that's really neat. So I'm going to start doing these 4 at a time just so we can check out all the different LEDs for all the different animals. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start loading these up. Rex. Eagle. Alright, next set of 4. Next set. Brachio is definitely one of my favorites. So I wanted to show these off because they are kind of special Vistamps. They really just call them extra. You'll see what I mean in a moment. And then I just wanted to show this one off. There are a bunch of different Rex Vistamps. This one really just treats as Rex. Some of the other ones, they get treated differently, but this one it just kind of thinks as Rex. So you can see you can do up to 4, so because I only did 3 new ones, it remembered Neobata from last time. But it just counted both Barad Rex and Volcano as just extra. We can also try out our new Spider Vistamp and all of our other roleplay items, so let's go ahead and try it out. We will probably never actually see what the Spider Remix looks like, but I'm sure it would have been a crazy monstrosity. Up next, the 2-side driver. Up next, the Uran Buster 50. And last up, the Gundaphone. I don't think that's any new sounds. I think that's all sounds we've heard before. This set's a ton of fun. The Demon's Driver is just such a blast. I'm really loving the LED screen. All of the like 8-bit light bright animals that they've come up with all look really goofy and fun. I'm really excited for what future playability is packed into this thing. There was a list online that someone came up with that showed like all the animals that are kind of coded into this thing. So I'm sure there's going to be future premium Bandai Vistamp releases that'll all have functionality with this, and that just really excites me. So yes, this is kind of a pricier release, but I really think it's because of the level of technology that's in it. That LED screen I really think is where most of the value is coming in. I think that's why it had to be a little bit more expensive. And I also think that's why it became premium Bandai instead of normal retail, because they probably just didn't have enough faith in its sales at the retail level being a little bit more pricey and a little bit more expensive. But if you can swing it, this one's a blast, and I'm really just excited for what else this is going to have down the road. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.